Hi guys, welcome back yet to another video. Today's video is going to be a Q&A. I thought you guys have seen much of my fashion side and it would be really fun to let you guys get to know me a little bit. I am so excited and so happy of all the questions that I received from mostly TikTok but also Instagram. I'm really grateful for everyone who had time to put in a little question. You guys literally made this video. I have the questions on my laptop, so if you guys see me looking a little to the side, I'm not crazy, nothing is going on. I am just focusing on reading the question. Where are you from? So I am from Sweden. I am born and raised in Stockholm and I really love it here. I'm more a little bit of a city girl, but I'm also kind of a countryside girl. I need the best of both worlds. Too much time in the city, too much time in the countryside. So I need a mix of both, which is perfect. Who is your favorite artist? Lord have mercy. So many people who know me in real life or follow me on Instagram and stuff, they know this so much. It's Ariana Grande. I have loved Ariana Grande for so long. I've been a fan for 12 good old years. And my queen, she knows what to do with music. I love her music. I love her as a person. I love her art. And yeah, I actually followed her first as an actress before she started coming into her music career. And then I was hooked when I saw her as Cat Valentine. So yeah, Ariana Grande is my favorite artist. Which Disney princess is your favorite? It is Aurora. I love Aurora so much. She's so connected with animals. She's so gentle, so bubbly. And I just love the whole Sleeping Beauty aesthetic. It's just so beautiful. She's always been my favorite princess. I may also add in Rapunzel a little bit, because I kind of relate to both of them in a way. And I also just love the name Aurora. And can I add Maleficent? She's not a princess, but I love Maleficent. Can we just talk about that? What music are you into? What music am I into? That's a very interesting question. So I do not really have a type of music, or not type that I'm like, ugh, and the other's like, hell yeah. As a music lover, as someone who has gone to music school, been to a choir, done musical theater, you appreciate every single thing about different categories and genres of music. So I say I listen to a little bit of everything. It depends. Sometimes I can go fully musical, fully classical, like Frank Sinatra, Elvis Presley, Benny King, or I can go completely metal, like Korn or Camelot or Sabaton, or I can go a little alternative. There's so many different, but anything with an electric guitar and drums, I am hooked. I also love sad music. Always people when I sing something sad at home or so, everyone's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I just love sad music, because the artists, they really put their soul and heart into that song, and it just builds this emotion. And it's not only the lyrics or the voice of the singer, it's literally the instrumental. The instruments, they speak their own language, and I just love that about music. So for me, I don't really have a specific genre. It really depends on what I just feel at and what I want to listen to at the moment. What's your favorite color? If you guys could not tell yet, my favorite color is pink. Always been light pink, will forever be pink. I have pink clothing literally on me right now, a pink set, and I love pink. Pink is my absolute favorite color. I feel like if I had to choose what color of what my blood would be, or my heart, it would be pink. I feel like my heart is pink. Yeah, it's like crystal light pink. That's the color of my heart. Favorite social media? TikTok. I love TikTok. I love TikTok. I've had TikTok before it was TikTok. It was basically Musical.ly. And I remember the Musical.ly times where they would be like, Selena Gomez wants you to do a duet with her. And I was like, she personally wants me to do a duet with her. I actually did thought that Selena Gomez wanted to do a duet with me. I was hooked on Musical.ly. It turned into TikTok. It turned into dance. And then it's now fun and humor, and just every single little mix. It's giving like Vine a little. I don't know if you guys remember the app Vine, but it's kind of giving it. But I love TikTok. Like, I be laughing the most when I'm watching TikTok videos. Instagram Reels, they absolutely freak me out. But my second favorite, it would probably be Pinterest. I think I'm more on Pinterest than any other app almost. And I just love looking at like inspiration and clothes and styles and everything. I just love Pinterest. How did you get into modeling, acting, and everything else that you're talented in? Girl, thank you, Kira. That was so sweet. I love you. Well, it just sort of just like happened. Like, it always has been within me. Even as a little girl, like a child, I've always wanted to perform. I've always wanted to be in front of a camera, be on a stage, do something, like perform. That's me. Everyone knew that. Like, I think my family members, they all know that's something that I wanted to do. So it's not just something I woke up and was like, today I'm gonna start acting or becoming a model. Fashion to me is art, and I appreciate art. It speaks its own language just like music does. It's a way to express yourself. I just love that. And for me, it's not only like taking photos, because it took some time for me to actually get into the photo part, because I've always been a person to take videos because I didn't find myself photogenic for some reason. But now, being in front of the camera, being a model for about 3 years, getting used to like taking pictures and knowing what angles I work best with has really helped me. How I got into modeling, there's always been an agency that I wanted to join. So I checked out what they did, what I'm looking for, and I trained for a week to take digitals. So basically, digitals are pictures you send in to modeling agencies to be considered for them to sign you or so, to show like, hi, this is me, I want to join you. Just for acting it's the same, but it's like for acting you need a film reel, basically showing that you can act and what you can act. So are you a mean person? Are you a hero? Are you a grumpy person? Like, you gotta show what you can do. So that's quite the similarities to acting and modeling. But yeah, so I sent in digitals, basically profile, which is the side profile, close up, half body, full body. Basically it, I send it in. They usually say it takes about 7 days to 2 weeks before you can answer. I got an answer within a day. The next day after I sent it in, and we booked a time for me, because at the moment I was not in Stockholm, I was in Skåne. So we booked a time for me to fly or take the train back to Stockholm, and we had a meeting. They talked, they took my measurements, my height again, so do not lie, they do double check, just so you know. And mine was absolutely like the same, it was correct, and I was like, whew, you know. They go into a room, talk about you. I know, you're like sitting there and waiting, like, are they done? And they come out, they tell you the terms. You cannot come with blue hair if you have this. Do you have tattoos? Are you planning on getting tattoos? Talked about what they see me in, which is beauty, commercial, editorial, and then I got signed. So that's basically how it went. For acting, I never had an agent. I've been doing it independently. So I got up and I put myself out there on Statist, casting, Facebook, and I also write to different like kind of small creators, small directors, film students, and like that's basic. Do you have some tips for younger people? Yes, of course I do. I always say this to myself, is do not stress over something you cannot change. Do not stress over something that you cannot change, because you're bringing yourself that stress and that anxiety and that overthinking over something that you cannot do anything about. And instead of doing all that and focusing on that, maybe try to take that energy and focus it on something that you can change, something that you can do. I also say do not listen to other people. And I'm not saying like do not listen to anyone, but you know you best. I feel like no one knows you like you know yourself. If there is something you want to do, if you have a dream, if there is something you want to achieve, do it. Don't listen to anyone saying that, oh, you cannot do this, oh, who are you, or you are cringe. Post that video. Post that picture. Do the thing that you're thinking of, because what's gonna cause you more pain is gonna be the thought of what I could have been, or the thought of what I could have done. Do what makes you happy, and do not let other people's judgments or other people ruin your energy. Be true to yourself and always stand up for yourself. Let's go for one thing also. You wouldn't be thinking about something if you didn't want to do it. Like, here I am sitting maybe thinking of, I really want to go and start my singing career. Like, why am I not doing it? It's something I love. Should I? Should we do it? I wouldn't be thinking about it if I know that I didn't want to do it. I heard this from someone, I think it was from Robert Downey Jr. He said, like, you thinking about something and questioning yourself of what to do is already the answer to the question itself. Meaning that you wouldn't be thinking, like, I'm not thinking now, do I want to become a builder? Do I want to be a bus driver? Do I want to work in an office? Do I want to own a club? I'm not thinking of that because that's not something I want. But I'm thinking about what I want, and I'm questioning myself because I'm looking for someone to be like, do it. But like Robert say, the question is the answer itself. What do you use for your hair? It's so beautiful. Thank you guys so much. I will say I've been seeing people do a lot to their hair. Maybe that's good for them, maybe that works, but I try to leave my hair alone. I try not to do too much to it. Like, what I do is I wash it once a week. I use either L'Oreal Paris or Gliss from Schwarzkopf. And the L'Oreal one is like the color. It's like for colored hair, because I've colored my hair black. My natural hair is actually brown, so I color my hair black, and then I need to have this shampoo to maintain it, to make sure that there's not any like mismatch of color or any kind of damage. And the Gliss one is really good because it really puts the nutrients in my hair. So I wash my hair once, shampoo, conditioner. I use a hair mask about 2 to 3 times a month, depending. During summer it could be 2, 3. During winter maybe once a month. And then it's mostly like coconut oil on the lengths, and then I have this rosemary oil that I put on my scalp and I massage it in. I think it's so nice, like when you just like massage your scalp. So I do that, and then I use like this it's a little like moisturizing conditioner. It's from Blue Magic, which basically you can put it on the length or the scalp, but I use it only for the scalp and not so much because it's very thick. I don't want to clog anything. We want it to be breathable and easy. I use heat protectant, and believe me or not, I do not flatten my hair as often as it may look. I usually blow dry my hair because my hair is pretty soft. I have softer curls now, and it's just easier. So with me, I blow dry my hair. I go a little bit more in the roots, and oh shit, my bag. I use a blow dryer brush and a blow dryer separately, so not like this blow dryer brushes that you plug in. I think that technique is just much easier, and you really can like get into it. So I use that, and I just like hold and I brush and drag, hold, roll, drag, and it gets quite flat, so not too much. So shampoo, get a good shampoo, a hair mask once or twice a month, let your hair be and do its thing, and maybe get a protective hairstyle. I also sleep with a silk bonnet, helps a lot. Have you ever been to Italy? Oh no, I have not, but damn do I want to go. Yes, I always wanted to go to Italy. It's a beautiful country. Oh my god, the food, the people, the view, the countryside. I just really want to go to Italy. I think that would be a really nice trip. Do you like the Aladdin movie? Oh yes, I do. They ate with that movie. If you're reading the live action one, yes, I've seen both. Like I said, I'm such a huge Disney kid. I watched Disney. I grew up with Disney movies. I've seen all the like old Disney movies, the animated one, the new ones that they have now, the live actions, and it's actually really great. I like the movie. They did a good job, the actors did a great job, and everyone in the production did a really good job. Do you think there's anyone better than Michael Jackson? Oh my god, now I don't want people to like attack me, because this depends on which audience it reaches. Like I said, Michael Jackson is one of the greatest musicians and greatest artists out there. Like, without any internet or social media, he have gained billions of fans, which is absolutely crazy to me. He has people fainting, almost like dying just to see him. His music is great. I listen to him. I have him on my playlist. I will not say that there's anyone better or like that he's not as good. I'm just going to say my opinion. I feel like every musician is good in their way. Obviously, we have the vocalists that are up there, the top tier, and he's definitely up in the top tier. That's what I will say. Can you speak Spanish? Un poquito, mi amigo. I used to speak Spanish quite fluently. I learned it myself, but I also had 3 years of Spanish in school. And I grew up watching Violeta, and I had friends that came from like Malaga and Chile, and they would speak Spanish with me, and we were in the same class, so like we could speak Spanish together. And then everyone, you know, goes apart. They do their own thing. I don't have anyone in my area that speaks Spanish anymore, and I kind of lost it. But I do understand everything you say to me. I can write in Spanish, I can read in Spanish, I understand everything you say. It's just my answer will not be as fluent as yours. I like Britney Spears. I love Britney Spears. She is my queen bee. I love Britney. I feel like there's never gonna be another Britney, but like I love Britney Spears so much. Absolute icon. How many languages do you speak? This is the quite funny one. Like I said, the Spanish. I also have a similar situation with Russian. I could speak Russian before. I understand everything you say to me, but I cannot reply back because within the years it has gone away. I do know a couple of words. Like I always go with like Mishka because it's a bear, and I love bears and are like my favorite animals. I consider myself a little brown bear, like a little grizzly. But no. So yeah, we have Russian. I understand it. I don't know if, no, I can't classify it as speak because I can't speak it fluently. So I would say English, Swedish, Wolof, which is from West African country called Gambia. And then we have High Valyrian from Game of Thrones. Yes, I decided to learn High Valyrian because I'm obsessed with the Targaryens. I literally have Cyrax on my finger, and I just love House of the Dragon. I love George Martin's books, and I'm Team Targaryen, okay guys? Team Targaryen. But yeah, those are 4 languages that I speak fluently. I know it's crazy. I speak a language that's not even real fluently. It's freaking crazy. What do you like to do? A bit of everything. I consider myself a creative person, so I love to paint, I love to draw, I like being out in nature. I just feel like that calms me so much, just like going either to the woods or being out in the like beach. I love swimming in the beach. Like I do not like swimming like pool houses. Like no, I cannot stand that. Like the floor, no, I cannot enter. Like in Sweden we call it badhus. I cannot do that, but the beach is completely fine. I love spending time with my bunny and my family. And when I say family, I don't only mean my family members. I consider my closest friends my family. So yeah, hanging out with them. Anything with music, singing is what I like to do the most. And for you guys who don't know it, I have danced ballet, I have done horse riding, and I have played football, and all of those things are things I still like to do. Oh my god, how could I forget? I love to journal. I love to write. I feel like I can write all my thoughts out and it will empty my brain. Like, perfect way to get all of this thinking out. And I recommend journaling for people who haven't. Like, just try. You don't have to have a specific way of writing or so. Just write anything. Even if it's a sentence, start with hi. Today I drank coffee. Or anything. Like, just try it. I can write up to 10 11 pages. I can sit for hours and journal. Sometimes I lose track of time when I do it because I like it so much. What is a dream country to visit? Can I say countries? I'm a girl who wants to travel everywhere. I want to have the privilege to go and travel to all these amazing countries out there, learn about their culture, try their foods and stuff. Japan has always kind of been a little dream of mine to go to. Japan and like Kenya, like for safari, the wildlife, you know, Africa. I've actually never been to Africa or Asia. So it would be really nice to go to like either of these two continents. I would love to go to. Some kind of island too, and also Thailand. I would love that. Have you always been this confident or whimsical? I think I've been whimsical since the day I was born. I cannot be nonchalant. I cannot be mysterious, even though I've tried to be just like, who is this girl when you're walking in a room? But I'm always like, hi, how are you doing? How did it sound? Like, I'm always like, I can say one thing. I'm very Glinda. That's all. I'll leave it there. You guys will understand. I'm very Glinda. I'm very whimsical. And I love that about myself. I love that. The confidence it comes with years. Confidence comes with years. When it comes to singing and performing, I've always had the confidence because the stage is not just a stage for me. It's kind of my second home. It's a place where I can be myself and feel free and be me without fearing of what will this person think, what will that person think. The stage for me is basically my home. So anything with performance and so I've always been confident in, but in general in life, I feel like confidence kicks in slowly the more you get to know yourself as a person. What is your favorite thing about being alive? To be free. Be a free spirit, to explore life, to get to know who am I as a person, to experience things in the world. That is my favorite thing about being alive. There's a quote by Angelina Jolie that I kind of stand for. It is, I love being alive and I love feeling free. And when I can't have those things, I feel like a caged animal, and I'd rather not be in a cage. I'd rather be dead. Doesn't mean that I'm gonna I feel like I'm gonna die or something, but it's just the beauty of that message is being free to think on your own, to do what you want, not limited by people, society, or beliefs, to just simply be yourself. What's moments in your life you fell in love with theatre? The first time I was on a stage, the first time I really performed musical theatre, I got the main character. I was so happy. I stood on that stage, and that day I was like, this is something I could do for the rest of my life. Watching musicals as a kid also opened my eyes. I was like, this is something you actually can do as a career. It's something you can do with your life. Oh my God, that's something I want to do. And when I saw like The Wizard of Oz or The Phantom of the Opera, the beauty of the performance and mixing it with music, it's just wow to me. It's like my two words collided in one. Do you prefer gold or silver jewelry? I'm a silver girl. I prefer silver because it reminds me of the moon. I love the moon. I can sit and watch the moon and the stars, and silver just is so cold and cool on me. I just love it. I love how it is. I have no problems with gold. I do sometimes randomly wear a little gold if I'm going to an event or want to go for something a little different. But silver has my heart, and I think I will ever be a silver person, a silver girly. Biggest deal breaker. Haters and people who bully. People who put people down. Oh, I can't stand that. I've never understand, because kindness is free. I do never understand why someone has to feel like they have to go and ruin someone's day. And like being rude, for example, to waiters for no reason, or being rude to a person that's done you nothing. Like someone who is genuinely just ugly as a person, or mean, or a bully. That's the biggest deal breaker for me. I can never see you the same. Like, you could be the most amazing, gorgeous, extraordinary person, but you do something ugly and I can never see you the same again. It's just no. It's a no for me. How are you? Oh my god, thank you for asking. I'm pretty fine, thank you. I've had quite much to do the past 2 weeks, but I'm here, I'm still standing, and I'm okay. Are you single? I am not single. I usually joke around and say that I'm already married, and that's why I put my dragon ring on the ring finger. But no, I am in a relationship and I'm very happy. And some of you may have seen my boyfriend on my TikTok or on my Instagram stories. We've been together for 2 great years and I'm really happy with him. What's your favorite movie or series? I would say my favorite series is The Vampire Diaries. I know I love Game of Thrones, I love House of the Dragon, but I always go back to Vampire Diaries. I've rewatched that show more than I've been alive. No, like, that sounds a bit weird, but like, I'm 24 years old. I think I have watched Vampire Diaries more than 24 times. I love that show. I know it by heart. I could literally perform any scene of the show. I love it so much, especially from season 1 to 4, my favorites. And movie, it's really hard for me because it really depends, but any horror. I love horror movies. How did you meet Charlie, aka my bunny? Did you buy him, and why did you get a bunny? So for years upon years upon years upon years, I've been trying to get a pet. I am an animal girl. I love animals. I literally prefer, I always say that I prefer animals over humans because I just love the company of animals, and they're so real and so emotionally intelligent. And I always be like, I want you, you're coming home with me, or coming home with me. I love animals. Like, they have my whole soul and heart. I got my bunny from like a breeder. I'm here in Stockholm, not too far away. And he was the cutest little tiny little ball. And he was so cute, and we named him Charlie. I wanted to give him like a dragon name, because imagine like the cutest little fluff ball having a dangerous dragon name. It would be so cool. How we came to the name Charlie is that my brothers watched something, it's like a children's program in Sweden called Här är Simon, basically Here is Simon. And his grandfather, his name is Charlie, and he looks exactly like my bunny. So we decided to name him Farfar Charlie. And yeah, that's basically how I got him, how I met him. Actually, funny story. Charlie was already kind of like not jinxed. What's it called? Charlie was already kind of reserved for someone else, but I was not even going for him first. I saw like this really cute brown bunny first, and I didn't see that there were many other options. So I was like, oh, that's really cute. I'm gonna go for that bunny. It's like a really tiny dwarf bunny you can hold with your little hand. And then I checked, I was like, wait, they have more bunnies. So I swapped and I checked, and I saw Charlie among everyone else. He was so tiny, so little. His ears was to the front, and he looked so sad. And I said, that's such a sad little bunny. I'm gonna make him so happy. I'm gonna make him the happiest bunny in the world. So I was like, hi, can I wanted to change like my option. Can I get that bunny? I think he was number 9. Can I get bunny number 9? And they were like, oh, there's always some people who want him. They have not come and picked him up for a couple of days, but like they still did reserve him. And I was like, how much? How much? And they were like, yeah, if you put this extra, you could probably get him. I was like, I can actually pick him up today. I'll send you half the money and I come and you get the rest. And that's how I got Charlie, because I really wanted him. You're the kindest and coolest girl, but are there any misconceptions about you? Thank you, Emma, that's so sweet. I don't really think so. Not what I know, at least. Guys, what do you guys think about me out there who don't know me? No, but I think that maybe some people think that I am very shy, or that I don't like to talk, which is completely crazy, because I love to yap, I love to talk, I love to get to know people. It's just that if I'm not so too comfortable around a person, I won't directly be all whimsy woo, but I will still engage with you in a way. I just feel like some people maybe think that I'm very shy, or that I do not want to go up and talk to someone, but I actually just am waiting for someone to look at me so I can be like, hello, hi. You know, like someone randomly on TikTok said to me, can I be your friend? I said, you already are my friend. Like, I am so social, I'm an extrovert, so I do not know where that shyness comes from. How is your week going? Thank you, my love, for the question. It's been quite well. Well, when you did ask this question, I just had a theater modeling job, which is so fun. We got to put on such cool wigs. It was like we were on scene sitting, me and a friend of mine that I met through modeling. She's actually the one who like kind of recommended me to this job, and I was so grateful for her. Thank you, girl. But we sat on a scene and people were watching, and we were trying different wigs. There were people like trying different wigs on us, trying different makeup and different like we also tried like fake blood, sweat and everything, and it was just so cool. And they were showing like how you can regulate like lighting to make everything more outstanding, like to make the hair brighter, darker, to get like the face more out or the clothes more visible. It was just amazing. We got a goodie bag, guys. I got a goodie bag from Encore. It was a lot of great stuff in there. Maybe I can find a video of it, or if I already don't have it here already. But yeah, that's that. So it was amazing. I had so much fun. That was the video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you got to know me a little bit better. And if you guys do have questions, you're free to comment them down below, and I gladly will answer them. And I hope that you guys have a great week, a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Toodaloo!